Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age Mythology Replay. Spawn top right side as the Cyan Thor. We've got Rokko. Spawn bottom left side as the Gray Hades. We've got StriderFX, who's immediately trying to herd some deer. Not exactly easy. He's also tasked a couple villagers on wood. But either way, when it comes to Relux's map, we do have the Kubi drum. Gives heroes more DPS per missing HP. Not bad. For Hades, I don't know if that's good or bad item for Hades. Probably be decent for Thor so you get a good number of heroes. But would make what limited heroes Hades have very useful. Let's see, resources have increased hit points. That's probably very useful for Hades. Feather Zhang Wei. Trickle Wood, nice for any player. And the Blanket of Emperor's Zoe boons more crushing siege weapons. Useful for either player, but it's just gonna be used for either player. Nice bit of herding there. Yes, that maintaining the villagers on wood. We do have, of course, the Dwarven Armory boom in order to get extra dwarves going. Of course, Thor can age up to Forseti or to Freyja to give access to cavalry hit points or for hero hit points versus troll stuff, infantry speed, hero speed, and Herdman and Berserk's hack armor. 80, of course, can be aged up to Athena or to Ares. Get the Hoplite Prodromos, got Toxite and Hypastus. Or you got Hoplite as well as Infantry Pierce Armor. Lithium's can be nice. I know the Troll did get a massive buff from Gold Edition, but still not super powerful. The most elegant of weapons, the Boulder. Cyclopses are still quite nice. We do have Athena being deployed on the field, give access to the Minotaur. And over here we do have Freyja to get access to the Valkyrie. So, for Thor, maybe I'm for some cavalry play. Though, honestly, Valkyries are a pretty nice myth unit either way. Hard to say exactly what goes through both players' minds, just possibilities. Tiny bit of walls being established over here. Now we do have Athena aged on up. Norm the Minotaur has been spawned, the free one. Here, a large number of goats being obtained, or piggies, to wee, all the way to their new home, which will be my stomach. We do have the scout here, scouting out the town center. How damning of him. And it looks like Gray is finding a good number of pigs. The Berserk did take time to build some walls over here as well, which did slow some scouting. Got some Herseers, there's a Valkyrie now established. And of course, Norm the Minotaur does find this Herseer, which will be easy win for the Herseer. Though most of the Minotaur is getting some decent damage onto it, only has a minus 50% multiplier versus heroes. And does get killed off pretty quickly there. Most just sort of threw away the Minotaur. And it looks like Gray's obtaining some chickens. I heard they taste like chicken, and that is a large number of pigs. 18 pigs. I only see, 4 pigs was it 19 actually? Did I, misread that? But 19 pigs, that's actually absurd. Could age up to Athena to get even more pigs via the Curse God power as well. You definitely should get the husbandry upgrade as soon as possible to give all these pigs a husband. Yeah, we got there. It also improves the herdables food fattening rate by 25%. So it goes from 2 to 2.5, right? Yes. That's definitely very important. That is a large amount of bacon there. And I'm going to say a large number of pig puns. That's definitely for sure. Looks like Sign does find another piggy. I think Gray is trying to reenact the campaign mission. What was it called again? The interlude mission between the Egyptians and the Norse? Oh well. We got a number of Herseers here and a handful of throwing Axemans. Oh, we got Great Halls being deployed in the field, being deployed in a heretical angle. This is definitely heresy. Both players do have a secondary town center, so we've just got a bit of eco phase. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit, so there's nothing much to talk about other than food. Hades does a good job of keeping hold on his Sentinel's god power until he actually needs it. It does take time to get the watchtowers. Signs picked up this relic there. The forest fire god power could be quite nice to create an opening or burn down some of these wooden walls. Barracks there, surrounding the watchtower with some housing. Archer range now being established. Another Valkyrie and two Skadi for the Frost Giants. The Frost ability is a pretty nice god power. It is effectively a large stasis ability. Last time I checked, it did get a buff. It went from 99%, providing 99% armor up to exactly 100%. Wait a second. Does that mean they also take, do they take divine damage when they're in that state? Or do they actually have a divine armor, 100% divine armor resistance as well? Probably would. Balance-wise, it should. Then again, it's not like, the Norse has anything that could use divine armor. Oh, then again, you got the Draugrs for Freyr that you can get, which do have a bit of divine damage. And of course, it's always team games. Scott is now being researched. He is also going for bronze shields. This gives access to the Frost Giants. We got a number of hoplites here. The number is 2, nothing too significant. A handful of Tuxdays, Achilles, and Ajax. He's a little bit slow to age on up. He just needs to make sure he keeps his villagers out of this region. They can use the watchtowers and potentially some sentinels to protect them. He's taking time to butcher the swines now, not letting them fully get fattened, but there's so much swine there. I suppose how greedy you want to be. Me? I'm more gluttonous than greedy. He's also taking time to kill off the deer, which may not seem important, but that decay is pretty important. He goes to clean up what pigs over there, then try to eat the delicious venison. After all, everybody knows venison tastes better than pork. Great Howl, Longhouse, and another temple here. Frost Giant has been summoned. We do not have Apollo being deployed in the field. I really do like Apollo. I just generally like Apollo. I love the Manticore. The Manticore is one of my favorite myth units of the game. A very, very good, solid backline DPS myth unit, which I think people should go for more often. Then you also got Temple Healing, giving you a healing source. Not too important, but it's quite nice. And some other small stuff, like the Underworld Pass is pretty nice god power. Though when I do like Apollo mostly for the Manticores. A couple villagers there. These ladies are going to run away from these raiding cavalry. Has broken through the walls. They have been breached. Now we got a hill fort over there. We also queued on up the winter harvest, getting improved farm rate for all food resources, particularly for farming. Very nice. You can always go for it earlier or later. Doesn't really matter. It's always a good idea to go for natural food sources before the not so natural ones. But it makes a not so natural food resources even better. Good number of hoplites here to counter the raiding cavalry. Very nice. Decent Toxate line as well. Frost has been summoned. Does freeze the entire army. He's going to ask the raiding cavalry to get on top of the Toxates there. Very nice. He needs to get some reinforcements. And send them in at the last moment, roughly. Oh, look at that. He is actually taking time to wall in. Bray can at least enter through over here. Toxates, of course, will technically counter the throwing axemen. Hoplites could take time to start breaking down these walls there. 15 seconds remaining. And there are some walls there. Frost has been deactivated there. Forest fire there. Trying to help. Restoration flow on the field as well. Very nice there. Achilles is almost down. Achilles has gone down there. Hoplites, these are pretty good generalist effective unit there. Looks like these ooh, those Toxates getting immolated by the forest fire. Of course, Science units getting covered in ash, but there's no friendly fire damage to that god power anymore. And looks like that's a lot of shades. He did lose a large number of human soldiers, so he got a decent rebate of 10 shades. They're not great, but they're free. Villagers have consumed all the pork. And right now, Hades has consumed a lot of food right now. There's also a pile of venison here, which looks like they are not going to it. I would say it's a good idea to start eating that up. They're quite delicious. So I kicked my chair pretty hard right there. Now I do have this, whatchamacallit, a hill fort going on up. Portable battery rams being deployed in the field. And Hades is still not actually aged on up. He has plenty of wood and has a decent amount of gold reserves. This is having trouble with his food. He is mass producing farms at the moment. And Thor is actually pretty close to aging up again. He may just age up. Go for Tyre or Balder. Honestly, both are going to be half bad. Fimbulwinter and Ragnarok, both good god powers. Berserks and Huskarl techs, or you get Cavalry and Portable Rams. You do not have the Hunter's Axe.
Skip.
Both Jarls being deployed in the field. And some of these crown cranes being eaten. I wonder how they taste in real life.
Yo.
Some idle villagers there. No one's being... Also sort of a good idea to also start eating the berries as well. Farms provide 0.7. Berry bushes have a better food gathering rate. And not to mention, looks like Gray will lose a good number of villagers here as well. Looks like Cyan's going to take quite a good position in this game. Has the tech advantage. He's also aging up as well, going for Tyre to get the funnest wolf brood. Also, yeah, another age up would probably just be outright win for him at the current rate. Gray has a decent force in the field. Sign has even greater force though. Not to mention much more tech. We got a decent number of Valkyries in the field as well. Able to heal himself up between combat's always quite nice. Science on pushing forward. I don't think all of his army's right there. I see some units over there. Science army's a little bit split up. The large number of it's also condensed into a higher population consumption cavalry units. Portable ran on the field, poking some of these units, and also drawing a lot of fire from this Tux Days. It's better to hit the raiding cavalry than the portable battering ram. And now Science ground army is making some good gains, and Gray has back the game. This is Gray saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.